Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Yakuza Like a Dragon. I'm Serious JG. We gotta get us to some kind of saving place. You know, like S-Mart or something. In the meantime, I guess we're just gonna keep playing until I can get to a save. Because, I did want to play some other games, and right now, I kinda gotta keep this, this going. Can't even I actually need to update the system software, I can't do that either. Or I'll have to play through all this again off screen, which won't take long. I realize it's not that big of a deal, but I'm once again freaked the fuck out by this idea of an office building with, like, again, the glass might be so thick that there's like no practical way even a suicidal business person, and if there was going to be such a thing, not to sound culturally insensitive, but yeah, it would be Japan, where an executive would suddenly like throw themselves out of a building. It still would freak me out. Let's see what kind of freakiness is going on in this room. Being a little doot-doo. Are you scared? You feeling a little doot-doo? It's something that happened on like TNA, back when it was called TNA. Like, this is decades ago at this point. It's such a freaking weird thing to say. Look at me go. Bobo can help me out here. I believe it was Lance Hoyt who said it, who's now known as the Murder Hawk monster in TNA. A young Lance Hoyt who was a babyface with long. It's like the big tall guy would do big boots and had long hair, and he would say, "What's the matter? Feel a little scared? You little doot doot?" Which. Now, if people are feeling scared, I assume that means that they are also feeling doo-doo. Okay, this is the same layout as the last floor, just in reverse, which makes sense, I suppose. I don't know why the stairs would work the way they do. Although they've got various roadblocks on the stairs, which makes sense, I guess. So if you skip all the optional dungeons, and some of these enemies would be new. Let's see how much powerlift power Nanba has, because this is really a skill he picked up in another job, but it's not. Oh, it made him angry. Let's see if we can. By attacking this guy, we risk getting rid of that anger. This just means he'll keep attacking Nanba. Which isn't really that good an idea, since Nanba probably has the lowest defense out of all of these party members. So honestly, Rose Stinger's really a better idea, though it doesn't do extreme damage. Did pretty good, though. Jack the Ripper, I believe, is a variation on an enemy type called Undertaker. And oh, look, Adachi also got to be murdered by Psycho's Naganata. For Blue Dragon! For my brothers!
Should I open it?
So it's weird. Liu Bei used to do his Muso for his brothers. And yet his brother, Guan Yu, did his Muso for Blue Dragon, which was, you know, his Wappet.
Should I open it?
Whereas I think Zhang Fei just went, Rah!
Got it.
I don't really remember. Man, you know, sometimes I feel like I've got gear that would do it. I think I've lost the software. I'd have to find the drivers on the internet and reinstall. But like every so often, I feel like pulling out the old PS2 and doing like Dynasty Warriors 5 or some of the Kessin games. It would be probably easier to emulate at this point than to record off hardware. But so sorry. Alright, well, I'll finish this. You guys can just go home. Oh, that was literally true. I figured one guy might survive, but we do get pretty good experience in this tower, as you might expect. This is not a place you come to grind, I would think. I guess you could grind here, like I was saying, I don't know why I wanted to give this away. I believe the final post-game super dungeon is this place again, but with different enemies. And possibly more floors, since the way this thing functions, like, there could be as many floors as they want. So got a little bit of... It's not like a Fangbacks building where it's a maze. It's more like you just keep seeing the same floor over and over. So she is probably not going to be able to take big payback out with one shot of Essence of Elegance, but we'll find out in a minute. Yeah, but she can clear out his minions. Big payback.
You're gonna be in a world of hurt.
Okay.
Bobo was mentioning to me how like, you're ridiculously overleveled. Like, these enemies you're fighting are like level 40 and 50. I don't know if you're supposed to be able to beat level 60 big payback at level 60 or not. Like, some of these enemy types, it just really does seem like they have ludicrously high stats even when you're way over their level. Of course, that being said, I'm not doing anything fancy against the big payback. And I could be. Other than with Nanba, a little bit. Burn.
Let's go.
I really just seemed to concuss him there. It does look like Psycho's gonna max out her job by the time we get done with this place, unless we're much closer to the end than I think we are. Hand grenades and incendiary grenades, normal things to find in an office building. See, we wish we could. Oh, that's the other thing. There are little. They could open up. They could use the same tile set, I guess you'd call it, like, but just open up different areas and not have screens in front of them for an optional dungeon. And I don't even know if I'm right about that. I could be completely wrong. Oh, okay, so we are going to be returning. We'll be going by there on the way out, so. Man, if only we were the electric eliminators, we'd be able to deal with this much easier. Or at least more stylishly. Or was it the Panzers? I think it was the electric eliminators who were... And I was about to say, why do they bother to put, like, rare, like, high-end crafting items here? It's the end-game dungeon, but, like... Yeah, we already know that they've set up lots of stuff for you to do. Well, not necessarily lots of stuff for you to do post-game, but there's lots of side stuff to do that you might not have done yet. And this game lets you do post-game fun. Remember, Fallout 3 of all games was the one where I was surprised there was no post-game, because there was so much side content. And eventually, of course, the one of the DLCs made winning the main story and then continuing to play possible. But in a way that made me wonder why that wasn't just there already. Hey, Tarzan Goto, you did pretty good. Or is it Dick to Go? I think it's Tarzan Goto. We just got curb stomped.
Better luck next time.
Yes. I have strong. I have strong. I started to say I am strong and then wanted to switch to I have power. So it kind of came out in the middle, but it... I am strong. I have power. I have things to make me go. I almost feel like I should be using Zhao and Jugi here in this final dungeon, so that in Eri in this final story dungeon, so that then I can use my favorite party of these guys in the final optional dungeon. But maybe I should do that the other way around. Or maybe I'll just use the characters I like because it's my freaking game. That's a crazy thought.
Oh yeah.
So the Death Knuckle. Let's do the old Trickster's top hat.
Let's call the vet.
Oh, it gave him a cold and did a lot of damage. I might have overestimated how dangerous this guy is. Or he could just be really weak against ice, which is what damage it did. He certainly didn't give a crap about fire.
Let's see.
I'm up.
Here we go.
Yeah, he wasn't really that big of a deal.
There you have it.
You just move over. You're not holding up your end of this, psycho. So I'm gonna not even treat you with respect. I've killed all the enemies. Yeah, whatever. Talk is cheap, psycho. Oh, I didn't realize that we have to go out this way. Otherwise, I would have finished exploring this room first, in case there's anything cool back here. And there's a save.
Should I open it?
You should open.
Sweet.
Expert gloves. They're the highest end masturbation glove. Sorry. Never mind. No love. No expert love. Sorry, no expert glove. No expert love. Before we go up there, obviously, we have goodies to examine over here. Courage pendant. Power ring.
Should I open it?
Yes, you should open it. Quixotic greaves,
Should I open it?
which are a thing that we could make at the
Should I
Romance
open it?
Workshop as an even higher end. And I kind of didn't bother because they'd be super expensive and didn't seem like they'd be much better. But let's see if they'd be at least worth trying out now. Yeah, they take your raw defense and your bashing defense goes up slightly, but your slicey and shooty defense goes down. And it just plain old isn't as good as the Dragon Kinegashi, which has like all these cool... Actually, Dragon Kinegashi is all about that big dexterity boost it gives you. Yeah, it's just like... It's really good armor, but we have really great armor, so... And they haven't made it so there's one armor that's clearly the best. Because the stuff we're using now gives you big... Like, if you use the set... It's not set bonuses like Diablo or Neo style, but if you use that set, you get a lot of agility and dexterity and really, really high defense, whereas there's some things that give you very slightly higher defense, but slow you down a lot more, so... Hey, those guys are mannequin 2 on the move. They're not just standing there. It almost implies there's a way to avoid them, but even if there is, I'm not sure I care. When the game wants to pretend it's a stealth game, it will tell us. I'd be more inclined to play around with trying to, like, stealthy stuff if, like, we got some kind of advantage in combat by sneaking up on enemies rather than occasionally you're supposed to avoid encounters. We hickory smoked him. But anyway, this is the... This must be a pretty fancy restaurant if it's this high up in the building. I guess I've never worked in a building this tall. Would there be? I guess there wouldn't be just one big cafeteria at the bottom of the building. There would presumably be a fancy pants executive cafeteria at the top. Or higher up somewhere. And you have those restaurants with like the famous roof of a building restaurant. That is a spam risk. Let me just mute my phone here for a second. Wouldn't think I have to mute the phone before I could record a Let's Play video, but apparently I do. Mute the ringer, that is. Golden things of various goldenness. But yeah, you've always got those restaurants at the top of a building that are like rotating restaurants. There's only 2 of these guys. Maybe we should just take them out without wasting Psycho's MPs. Although they're pretty resilient here.
Okay.
Maybe because you have the ability to get MPs back. We'll let you do Essence of Champagne Wine. Oh, you even overrode the regular music. Booze, 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 huh? But could we have just drunk some instead of having lots of glassware poured on our heads?
Cool.
I guess the guy we had been attacking was the one with really high defense. Or maybe not. Ah, too weak! Oh, he is. You've had a tough fight, Homeru. Now I'll kill you. He snapped out. He got done being drunk in seconds. I guess he was never really that drunk to begin with, huh?
Right.
Right, he wasn't that drunk to begin with. I agree.
Yeah. I'm up.
I should probably just use a skill and finish this quickly, but...
Alive.
There we go. This'll do it. And I'll get the M... I don't even really need... I got more MP back for Namba than I needed to, but... You didn't have, like, overstock MP for a while where he had more MP than he's allowed to normally have temporarily. Is this a... That is a safe I opened and forgot about, so... Presumably not a mind-bendingly awesome item that came out of there. Stamina Spark, unless I'm forgetting myself and that's a permanent boost to your stamina, then it's really not of that much interest. So the way to get out is over there, which I can't get to. Okay. But I will be able to get to it. We have another place where you can replenish your health, but possibly not save your game. There is a place for you to play around with inventory, though. Chinese sticky rice. Shark fin bun. I guess it's a Chinese restaurant. I guess shark fin buns can be part of Japanese cuisine too. I'm trying to remember which one they're specifically associated with. I think shark fin bun is specifically a Chinese delicacy that obviously different Chinese dishes are very popular in Japan because, you know, they've kind of been next to each other for a long time. Much as poutine has filtered into America more than it has filtered into, say, Mongolia. Let's make sure I'm not missing any obvious treasures. Oh no, I saw one and now they pulled me away. I hope I remember it. Let's finish this quickly before we have a chance to forget about the awesome treasures. Hey, it's Adachi. Adachi, can you speak to this guy Adachi to Adachi and get him to join our side?
What's this? Thunder and lightning.
Very, very frightening. Adachi would have been next, but he didn't even get a chance to speak to that guy.
Stats going up.
Did the stats move under my feet? Alright, but yeah, there's an Omi Alliance badge or something back here. Is it Omi badge or Toho clan? It's Golden Spider. Anyway, it's neither of those, but I've gotten used to having a lot of those around. It's a little sparkle on the ground treasures and not in treasure boxes. Toughness Infinity. Toughness Infinity +1. Toughness Infinity times Infinity.
Got it.
Yakuza training gear. It's a little late for that, isn't it? I guess if you got in here and you find yourself in real trouble and you want to grind up your experience levels, then maybe. Stirring cinematic there. Really got me into the story and the characters. It is kind of a neat trick trap we've set for these guys. Like, we bullshitted them about there being this tape. They kind of know it, but they can't take the small chance that we're telling the truth. Let's see. Tranquil Tangui, Profane Wristband. This would actually be useful for Psycho. I can switch her to this. What the hell? Maybe I should switch her to it now. She's way ahead of everyone else in job points here. The thing that gives you... Yeah, we have a ludicrous number of Rising Dragon Bells. It must have been an enemy... I know we bought 2, but I came here to look for the Mouth Guard. Kiwami decreases MP cost of skills. That'd be a good one, but this one will just give us MP when it's our turn, I think. Can we hop over here and search behind there? No, we can't get at their fancy liqueurs. Golden Stag Beetle is ready for action. It is a Stag Beetle after all. They sound like they're supposed to be perverts somehow. Arminators are a pain in the ass. See, we got 2 different people with the burning status ailment, and they do ludicrous amounts of damage.
Take your best shot. You're weak.
Try this on your side.
I know they're resistant to
Stop.
her, like, Essence of Elegance attack, just based on the fact that they were an enemy in the Tokyo optional sewer dungeon, and they were like one of the enemies that you would do that attack on, and they would still have tons of hit points left afterwards. And I'm already thinking it might be more valuable to give Psycho the item that decreases cost of skills. This just decreases, this one greatly decreases. What did we get then? It wasn't a mouth guard, it was something else. I'm hoping I'll recognize it when I see it. Congo chainmail. Did you find thing? Okay, it was an amulet. Thunder God amulet. Awaken Miss. It was probably Awaken Misanaga. I've got a ton of those. You can't fool me. There ain't no sanity badge. Alright, so let's switch to Brawler God's Mouth Guard. We'll just make her skills cheaper, so she won't need to get a MP recovery as often. All-purpose remedy. Remedy plus. Mental supplements. How much time we got left in this video? Well, we got a few more minutes we need to film. Tendo should be up ahead. What should I do? Keep going. We got Tendo covered. Don't worry about it. We're gonna be Tendo Power Pros. Tendo Game Counselors. It's not even Nintendo, just Tendo. There's no place to save before you fight him, though. I'm glad you're here. I'm tired of searching for shit. I'm making a big deal of it. He did kill our dad, though.
Yo, you find what you were looking for? Tendo.
Oh, crap, I forgot what I was about to reference. I paused so I could do a reference, and I just blanked on it. Tendo, what did you get?
Oh, you mean a recording of Ryo Aoki ordering someone to take out Arakawa?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Even if that actually existed, it wouldn't prove shit, and you fucking know it.
So why are you guys all here desperately trying to find it?
And yet Aoki just couldn't let sleeping dogs lie.
Oh, that's wolves.
All on the off chance the tape might be real, so he sent your sorry ass.
Just as the Patriots intended.
And now your trap is sprung, huh?
Charades
Sounds
usually
like you
are
finally put
humorous.
2 and 2 together.
I wonder now who sent for you, Tendo.
There never was any recording at all, was there, you little punk?
Sawashiro never would have betrayed him. The captain was loyal to the young master to the end.
Even though you probably shouldn't have been.
Such assholes. I wouldn't expect you to understand loyalty like that.
I do have a nice asshole, don't I?
So if there was never a tape, your real goal must have been... I see it now. You're here to take a swing at the champ.
That's right, I want to face Le Champion.
must have
Jericho
finally
Jericho,
figured out
huh?
who's
See, I gotta
this
find a
fucking
chance of working in there, Bobo.
You know, back in Sotenbori, we were pretty damn excited when you stepped across the line.
You cross the line and ain't got
If
no
only
shame.
Arakawa-san had known the truth.
9/11 was an inside job. Steel girders don't melt. Sorry, I'm kidding.
I guess your patriarch was playing everyone and didn't stop to wonder if he was getting played. Still, I ought to be grateful Masumi Arakawa turned out to be a spy.
He's an honorable spy.
He
Shut up.
finally gave me my chance. A chance to climb my way to the top. I can't
You gonna get out of
say I ever had that in my boxing days, no matter how many guys I took out. Thinking for me in the afterlife.
Tendo,
Tell him you're sorry.
son of a bitch.
Yeah, I remember that day. I was watching him struggle to breathe with the hole I put in his chest. Took
He's
a
probably
minute,
better luck
but
breathing
I
using
got
his
to look
lungs.
straight into his eyes as he left this world.
He is kind of a
Wanna
jerk,
know
isn't he?
the last thing Arakawa saw before he bled out on the street?
My butt cheeks, because I pulled my pants down.
It was me, sending him off with a wink and a smile. My parting gift to him was showing him that in the end, there's no such thing as loyalty.
Well, it was very nice of you, and he didn't get you anything.
Piece of shit!
Yeah, I love his tearaway suit.
I'm shit. What's
You're going around beating everyone with 3 people backing you up.
dumpster raised, huh? Ichiban Kasuga? Well, I gotta hand it to you. You must have had a pair of brass balls to make it this far.
Are you gonna make a joke about cutting them off now, or?
I'm gonna have to straighten
Yeah.
you up by him.
Man, why can't Psycho do that? Sorry.
You were never gonna climb up here and make it out alive. You think you're a hero? After all that work, your level ain't shit compared to mine.
Why is he talking in RPG terms? I mean, Yosuke Tendo, Omi Alliance Lieutenant, Ryudo Family Patriarch. Zeto can't run.
I never thought that someday I'd be fighting the Tendo.
Yeah, I thought maybe I'd fight Nintendo, but
Oh yeah. You were talking about him back in Sophomore. He's that badass, huh? Uh-huh. Back when he was a boxer, he had it all. Power and fame. Out of all the boxers I ever saw, he is the last one I'd want to face in a fight.
you know what? He once defeated Joe Frazier and became known as Big Joe Frazier.
Talk about his boxing record. I just want to knock his ass out.
So you are talking in boxing terms.
Right.
I got it. Alright, let's back off and let him knock him out in a fair one-on-one fight. Okay. Trickster's top hat can inflict status ailments, so we might as well try it. I don't know how likely it is. Oh, see? He's poisoned. That's a great start, actually.
You're gonna be in a world of hurt.
Oh yeah? Have fun with this. Let's do it.
Drop
You're
kick,
gonna get
stack,
stomped.
slap. Atomic drop, yeah.
Take your best shot.
Atomic drop. Oh, you're talking about my balls.
You want to go? Let's go.
You're gonna be in a world of hurt.
Let's try to get. I was just trying to find out what his weakness might be. Takes normal damage from that. He's poisoned.
What'll it be?
Okay. You're in it now. Watch this.
He may or may not be susceptible to getting burned.
Let's do it.
He's not doing much damage. I do feel a bit bad. I was getting ready. I wanted the party to be ready to go straight to the optional dungeon, but looks like we've turned him into a bit of a joke.
You're gonna be in a world of
Although, you know, this is probably his first form. I believe he's the second to last boss, after all.
Come on.
I'm not backing down.
Let's go. Don't get cocky.
Right.
I got this.
Try this on your side. Feeling lucky, sir?
He's doing very little damage, and this doesn't seem to be resetting his
backing
poison.
down.
Royal beatdown. It seems like we got very lucky. Poison was applied on the first attempt with that. Because if that skill works the way I think it does, it'll probably attempt to reapply it every time. And it keeps failing because we just got really lucky it worked that first time. In the meantime, though, Malodorous Stench is always good against a boss.
Get serious.
You're gonna be in a world of hurt.
Could redo Toxic Mist.
Suck on this.
You're gonna get stomped.
Chance to poison myself, but I can heal that. He is still poisoned. Okay, so we did actually reapply it.
Let's go. Come on.
You're gonna be in a world of hurt.
Going in. Endless love.
I don't know why I even bothered. We're not really taking a lot of damage from him.
You're weak.
Seals burn and bleeding. Okay, I think we need to actually use Ichiban's turn to get rid of his own poison, so... But maybe I can apply bleeding. We may see a form change at 50% health, though, so... He's got several turns in a row, or 2 turns in a row. Cover, copy the medicine. Alright,
Take your best shot.
Fulminating Forecast probably does the most damage.
About to get furious.
Yeah, 1585, that'll be the most damage.
Sucks. You want to go? You want to fight?
Oh, let's just keep reapplying Toxic Mist, what the hell.
Nice try.
Oh, it did not work on him. And I reapplied it on myself instead.
Let's go. He's about to dish out something spicy.
Yeah, he's got superpower now.
If you're in front of him, watch out.
Watch out! How?
Well, defend, maybe?
I don't know, just block. Make defensive moves. Be ready for anything.
Right. And speaking of right, I think we are gone right over our time, so I'll split this one in the middle, and when we come back next time, we will finish off Tendo, I hope, and continue our way up the tower. I'm Mysterious JG, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.